Hello, I'm Lesley Logan, and today we're going to do the side splits with variations here on the reformer. So side splits on the reformer is actually a really fun but very challenging exercise. Some people do side splits or they'll do gondola. I did not put gondola in onlinepilatesclasses.com flashcard deck. So if you are using the flashcard deck and that's why you're here and you're like, what's gondola? I didn't put it in there just because a lot of people don't need it in their bodies at all. And it was also something that wasn't designed by Joseph Pilates. And so anyways, it's a great exercise. It just wasn't something that I have seen a lot of reasons for people to do. Sometimes I do it in onlinepilatesclasses.com classes for fun. But your side splits are enough and there's a lot of hard work in them. And so you're going to be on one spring. If you are learning them, 2 springs, but then you won't do the variations, okay? It's pretty impossible to do the variations I'm going to show you on 2 springs. You want to do it on 1 spring. So first, safety, without being crazy, carriage shouldn't move, stand on the carriage. Got it? So you see how it's so easy to lose your balance. Stand on the carriage firmly so it doesn't move around. Then you place your frame foot. I know you're like, why can't I put my foot on the frame? There's not a lot of there's not a big foundation there, right? So foot on the frame. Some people have a split pedal. You can do that. Just make sure your split pedal doesn't make your feet uneven, because I do see that on some pieces of equipment. You're going to heel toe. Look at that. Heel toe. See how it's happening inside my hip? Ideally all the way out to the shoulder blocks. That doesn't feel good in my hips yet. So I'm right about here. All right. You may want to put a moon box here so your foot doesn't slip. I'm on sticky socks, so my foot won't. Feet are parallel and dead even, not turned out anyway, and I'm not rolling out to the edges. All 4 corners of the feet are grounded. Arches are lifting, arms reaching from your back. Booty is not out, it's down. You press out, and then you lift your stomach up to the sky, and both legs come together. It's not just the inner thighs. The legs root down, center lifts. Both legs reach out, so both legs are pushing out. Both legs pull up and in. Both legs reach out. Both legs come in. Got it? After 3 to 5 of those, if you've been doing this for a while and you have the endurance to stay, you push out. You lean with a flat back. My hips are going to stay over my feet. Then I'm going to round, like spine stretch forward. You're going to roll up to a tall back, like spine stretch forward. Booty is not sticking out. Make sure it's down, not under. And then palms are up, and you do a swan. You open the arms, you close the legs, you keep the spring closed, you lean out, you round, you roll up. Swan, open, heel toe, and you're gonna do the other side, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you on the other side, I'm gonna show you the saw, but I'll do the saw facing both ways just so that you can kind of see what that looks like from the front to the back, okay? So first, we'll turn around. So you turn around on the carriage. That's safety. And then you have more of a platform. You go as far as you can, and you stand in both feet evenly. You're going to go out and in, right? Same thing. Close the spring, lift the center. So you're not pulling with just the carriage leg. You're not leaning onto one leg. Both legs are working. You're going to go out. You'll twist without. I'm going to the right, so my left hip has to stay lifting as I reach my right foot. Twist. And now my right hip has to lift as I reach my left foot. Open up, close a spring. I'm going to heel toe in for a second. I'll show you with the spring closed facing forward. This is really hard for me, by the way, so this is not fun. So I'm not enjoying this anyway. So the spring stays closed. You're going to twist and you're going to reach. Again, this hip wants to fall, so I got to pull it up. Just like in your saw, you don't let your hips move. Same thing on the carriage. Can't let that hip dip. Heel toe in, ideally with the spring closed. Mine kind of opened, right? So you will feel that here. It's not like you're not going to feel it there, but that's not the only thing that was working. You need everything working for you. So if when you go here, you notice this hip comes with you, one thing you can do is actually practice your saw more against a wall and make sure that's not happening. The next thing you can do is only go like halfway down and really look at that hip out of your peripherals and watch it. And then maybe don't touch your foot, maybe just go part way, and you'll get further and further as you start to twist from the correct spot, not just by hanging out in your hips, right? So if you are doing the variations, then I would say 1 to 3 out and ins, then the variation. If you don't have to do both the saw and the spine stretch forward version, some people call it gathering the flowers or gathering laundry. You don't have to do that at all. You can just do the out and in. You can also do this just one. You can do the twist on both sides or the spine stretch on both sides. It's really, really up to you. There are people who like to twist with the carriage open, then close the spring, twist with the carriage closed. When they switch sides, they start with the carriage closed and they open. Whatever you want to do, just don't forget what you did. All right. If you are noticing that you are feeling this in your lower back in some way, please stop it. Do it on the floor. Really practice standing on your feet. If you feel insecure, then definitely don't do it alone. But you can do 2 springs, just stitch the variations. It is going to be more outer hip activity that direction, but it is going to give you that confidence to take a spring off and do what we just did. I'm Lesley Logan. I would love, love, love to see you over on onlinepilatesclasses.com, where we do life better.